Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 48 of the Rosebud Challenge. I think this is Jeremy writing a book. Yes, and then after Eden finishes, I don't know how many, the pictures she started on her own, an impressionism painting, which I don't expect to be worth very much, because I don't find they're worth very much. I have her set to write a book so that we can keep our royalties coming in. And our little Christian is still learning his flashcards from Nanny Naboya Watanabe, and the teens are at school. And of course, our little independent Cody is learning on his own, and he has the whim to ask Jeremy for food and to watch Jeremy. We maybe have him watch. Asking for food means they put them in the high chair, which while I'm pretty sure I did buy some high chairs, I find that it just takes too long to eat when they eat in the high chairs. So yes, I did buy some. And there's our maid, and he's tired. He maybe should go have a little nap. We'll have him have a nap so that he can stay up a little later. And how is Christian? He doesn't seem to be quite as tired, though he maybe should go to the potty when he's finished and have a nap himself. There. And I don't know whether maybe we'll do the same thing with him, if I can remember which potty I didn't use, and have him have a nap. So she's sitting down, and we're going to write a book. I had Jeremy publish. He was able to submit a book to the Literary Digest, and all his books in his inventory are bestsellers. He had about 4, and now he has 3, because we did publish one of them to the... I got more people making food. Do you not see the fridge is full? We don't need food. I really wish that you could drag the NPC's food, because that's the only thing I don't like about the NPC food, is that you can't drag it. Plus, they also often make, like, the butler kept making things like grilled cheese and stuff, and they don't really fill them up very well. Juliet, yeah, you can invite over a friend. And did she get? So we got an A. Ryan continues to have his A, and we have an A from Juliet now. Excellent. Well, she needs to have a shower. And she needs to have some fun. So we'll have her sing in shower and see if that makes her have some fun while she's in the shower. And she wants to be funny with Ryan, and she wants to tell a joke. I think we need an extra computer out here. Because we have 3 Sims. Oh, why is he angry? Oh, he's angry from being tired. Oh, good. The butler, the maid is cleaning up after the maid's really getting his... having to do a lot of work. Is the gardener seems to... If the gardener's gone, they didn't do a very good job, or else maybe this stuff didn't need watering when the gardener was here. Perhaps that's what it is. So we'll go... I think since everybody's home, I can probably breed everybody's frogs. Well, we could have bred the toddlers' frogs. I'm sure if we do it a couple of times a day, it'll just contribute to their goal. Juliet has less frogs because I gave her some of her frogs to the toddlers so that they would have them for breeding purposes. And it looks like Jeremy needs to have a shower also. So perhaps we will have him shower once he's finished his book. We can have him have a thoughtful shower, because that will always stay. It doesn't matter if the energized mood light goes away. And we'll get rid of that. Someone needs to go garden. He's tired. Don't nap in the bush. Don't be silly. That does not help. It just makes you uncomfortable. So you're going to harvest everything, and then I think you're going to do a little bit of watering. And is he tense from school? Oh, he needs some video games. We can let you harvest, and then you can come play a video game. So you don't actually need to play on the computer. Excuse me. And what is this? Pasta Primavera Normal. And what, my dear, are you painting, Juliet? I actually don't have you on the painting aspiration because I wanted you to fertilize some plants, but I didn't have you do that yet because you needed to evolve some plants before you further fertilize them. And since you've come and painted on your own, I'm going to cancel just because I want her set her up. So I don't want to scrap it. I want to wait for that to register. Still hasn't registered. Medium realistic painting. So she can do that, and perhaps she needs to mentor a child another time, but she's busy writing her book. So I'm not sure I want her to do it. And he's still harvesting those plants, because we need to harvest them before we can get more plants on them. So I think we're going to try and go into fast speed a little bit, because they're all preoccupied and set up to do things. She's painting. And I wonder whether she can chat, if she can come over and talk, because she needs to get her social up. I wouldn't have probably had her socialize at school because of the fact that she was an A student yet, but I could definitely have had Ryan socialize at school, because that would have helped his social. Okay. Oh, he got to level 7 of the guarding skill. Now I'm going to go fast. She doesn't seem to be able to. Oh, the toddlers are up. Let's check their needs. Still tired. That nap didn't really do very much. Okay, I think it's time just to grab some of this food since it's sitting out, even if you're not that hungry. And then you can play a tablet game, which is not in your inventory. So this is here because you want to. We will play SimShape to work on that mental skill. And I wonder if he can eat. Oh, he's gone. Well, that's all right. We just really want them in the daytime here. The nanny. Primarily, because we do have the teens here at night. So I think, can you ask someone? No. I guess maybe because his communication's not high enough to be able to ask. He's having a shower. Yes. I wish she would come so we could talk, because normally you can talk. So that's 791, another useless pop art. Oh, she did a masterpiece. Is it worth? And it's worth not very much. 1320. Why is her queue full? She's got 3 things in her queue. That doesn't make any sense. Can I sell to art gallery? And can we talk? Get to know. Talk about grilled cheese. Yes, we want to sell that to the art gallery. Tell joke about penguins. So Eden finished her book, and she wants to play dolls with a toddler. Can we play dolls with which toddler should we play dolls with? We'll play with Christian, perhaps. Play dolls with, well, I'll do it the other way. I'm going to do it with Cody. I probably shouldn't have given them 2 C names. It's probably going to be even harder for me to figure them out. Did something else break? Did this break again? You know what? He can make this unbreakable. So I'm going to have him upgrade this to be Ferraxium or whatever was that? Ferraxium wiring makes it unbreakable, because then we don't have to worry about it breaking on us. That would be good, because that's what's broken over here, because we rely on that as our source of entertainment when we're writing, so we don't want it to get broken. And she is hungry, so Eden is playing with dolls, because she could have garnished it to give it better. She wants to write a fantasy novel. We'll do that. Did she get her whim? Oh, right, of course, because now she wants to write a fantasy novel. So he's getting pretty tired, and he's playing. So I think he needs to night bedtime story. Perhaps Ryan can do it. And Ryan has played video games enough, so he doesn't need to do that. He has to go to the bathroom now. Poor kid. And he was going to, because I told him to resume that, but I will cancel that for now and have him use the toilet. And then he can grab a serving. And I'm going to have her. I'm going to have Juliet. Sadly, I'm going to make her do a painting. I'm going to sell that to collector. And then I'm going to have her mentor Juliet so that she can get this third mentoring in. And then there's no point keeping it here for now. Because I don't think we can work on it at the moment. So mentor. Now one of the traits that you can get is the trait to mentor, but I don't see the benefit of it because if you reach level 10 of the specific skills you can mentor in, you can already mentor and it doesn't seem to let it unlock earlier. So unless they change that, like that, the mentoring, you have to have the trait to be able to do it. At the moment, it's of no use. So she's done that, so it's not really a priority. And how's Jeremy? He wants to win. You know, that's kind of a nuisance because I have to win the game of chess. And we're not buying a puppet theater. I think we already own one. We do. Wish they would recognize what's on the lot so they don't keep asking for the same. Leveling up in logic skill, that's fine. What is he doing? Browsing the web. That doesn't give us any money. I'm sorry. This is not worth very much. Why don't you do a abstract painting to get us some money? And I'm wondering whose painting this is. This is Eden's. So Eden can sell this one. And what I probably should have had him do was... You know, it's only 75, so I'm going to just replace it because it's really not worth the time. And then I'm going to upgrade it to be the Phyrexian. And this little one is probably getting tired too. Yes. So Ryan is busy. He did not go to the bathroom. I sometimes have been finding when you queue up things, they don't do the order. They just go to the last thing and they cancel the stuff in the middle. Which is a bit silly. So he is busy. She doesn't need to mentor. I want her to come over here and read Christian to sleep before Christian gets too upset and too tired. But in the meantime, I was going to let him continue, and he wants to look at a book. Well, we'll pin that. And did he put that in his inventory? He did. We can breed the frogs. So we're gonna like send everybody to bed because it's 9:40 and the Sims are getting tired, and we'll be back in the morning. It's very early morning and Julia is up, so I thought I'd have her make some food, and while she's cooking, everybody else is asleep. I thought we would sell some of the produce in Ryan's inventory. So it's not all cluttered and full, and you can see how much money we've earned. Of course, right now I'm not selling anything worth very much. The grapes were worth a decent amount, but really where the money is in the dragon fruit. So they're worth 9,321 simoleons, and nothing else is really going to be worth a whole lot, but we will just sell it so that his inventory is not full of stuff. Because we don't need it there. Snapdragons, we have 55 of them, so that was 860. And the bonsai, we could actually just plant them and convert them and then make a couple $100 per each one because they're not really worth very much as they stand. And she made the food. It's all done. And before she goes off, no, don't eat ice cream or yogurt, whatever. You're gonna eat food. Did you put the food in your inventory? That's spoiled. Eat what's in your inventory. I don't mind them putting the food in their inventory, though it's a nuisance when you're trying to make a cake. And they grab the first piece, because that's a glitch since the toddler patch. That every time they cook, particularly for me, luckily it's only if they're hungry. If they're not hungry, then they can... they won't take anything, at least. But I've seen some people comment that even when they're hungry, even if they're like full, they still take it. So it's like impossible to make birthday cakes and stuff like that. I was just trying to get that out of the way, and I keep clicking on the wrong thing. So she... Okay, now it looks like Juliet is awake, and she has to go to the bathroom. So don't go to eat when you have to go to the bathroom. And especially don't go look like you're going to eat some cereal. There's all this really good food here. Eat the good food. That's going to fill you up for a while. Grab a serving. That's what I want her to do. And how about Ryan? What are his needs? He needs to have a shower when he gets up, but we won't be able to take him in here. Let's just wait and see if she's finished. Maybe just to be on the, we'll just take him over here to take a shower. And then he probably needs to grab a bite to eat himself. Oh, and we have a very angry Cody, and for some reason temporarily Christian. So I knew they needed to go to the bathroom, so I set them up before. Oh, don't use your, get up. Don't use your diaper. Go to the bathroom. Ah, I don't like the stinky diapers. I hadn't had that when I first played with toddlers. I only had one little toddler, so I always got to the toddler before they filled their diaper. So the first time I happened, I was like, what's that? I'm not used to that. Well, I guess he was still tired and he had a little potty accident. Okay, so mommy, come, you're gonna have to change him because he no longer has to go to the potty. Can you get up? Okay, yes, you're up now. So now we can go change his stinky diaper if we can find it. Is under toddler care, because I don't do it very often because I don't have my toddlers use their diapers that much. And he needs attention and some hygiene. So let's go give him a bath. Let's give him a bath. We'll try triggering it this way. Like that. And Jeremy is hungry. Is he going to actually eat something useful? Will it transfer me over? Grab a serving. I don't know what. Oh, they all want to eat that ice cream. I'm going to get rid of that ice cream. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, I don't want you to eat the ice cream. It's not going to fill you up the same way as this lovely Eggs Benedict here is going to do. And you're really, really hungry. Let's at least make some money off the ice cream. Open. I'm going to throw the ice cream away. The ice cream I like is the Tasted Diet, so that, especially if you have Sims like having lots of babies and stuff. Now, why is he angry? He's angry. Don't want to. Okay. I thought I asked you to ask for a nap. Ask for a bath. The Sims have a mind of their own these days. So has everybody eaten? Has this little one? He needs to grab some food too. So why don't I, before you go off, and the paintings are not worth as much as they have. So this was Jeremy's, and it was an abstract, and it was 1444. And this was Juliet's. Well, hers I would expect not to be worth as much because she is a lower level skill. So that doesn't really that's understandable in that case. So what's he doing? He's going to go to school as soon as he finishes eating. And this little one, he's angry because he doesn't want to, right? And I think the toddlers both need a little bit of attention, if I remember correctly. And of course, I don't really have a lot of time for toddlers. So I think we're going to call a nanny, and hopefully the nanny can give the toddlers some attention. Or maybe we'll just come chat with them a little bit. I don't want to talk. Well, I don't want to watch them. I want to actually chat with them. You can praise, and then maybe have the toddlers talk to each other. Babble, that will just help their attention and also will help with their communication skills. Talk. Oops, I really wanted to switch. I should have made their hair even more distinct because I cannot tell them apart very well. It's better if you have a boy and a girl and you put the girl in the ponytails, and it's easier to tell them apart. Oh, he's level 2, and there's something else broken. Are you going to school? Finally. You, my dear, just hire a repair service. Is this helping the little toddlers with it? He needed some social too. Brightened day. And we want the little toddlers to talk. Talk about favorite color. Because now that he's higher level, so we got 9,067 for our royalties today from both of them. So we will hire a nanny, but we'll give them some attention in the first place. And they all need it. Talk. Wonder if talking to each other helps their attention, or if they need to have it from an adult or an older sim. Where are you going? You're supposed to be talking to your sons. You can hire their repair service, since you got up and stopped talking to your kids. And then praise, and I think they both need a bath, and that will fill their attention bar. So this is, I'm never going to remember their traits. I know one is independent and one is inquisitive. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the end of Cody. I'm going to give Cody a bath. So I'm going to have Jeremy, after he's called the... I'm going to have him also hire a nanny for the day. But then I'm going to have him give a bath to our little Cody, if I remember correctly. Yes, our independent one. Because he's good at learning on his own, so it would be good for Dad to give him a bath. And he wants to look at a book. Now, she started painting on her own. So I think what I'm also going to do is I'm going to cancel her painting that she started on her own. I didn't tell her to do that. And I'm going to give a bath to Christian, so that he gets some attention, and it'll help develop their... And how much was the painting I told her to do? Still not worth very much, $15.57. And of course I don't know what this is worth, but I can see what it is. What type of painting is it? A classic. I hope they fix this, because, you know, getting a message about let's ditching school and go play hooky somewhere when you're an adult who doesn't even have a job, never mind go to school, just seems a bit stupid. Okay, are we going to be able to give the baths? What is she? Oh, it's dirty. Right, that'll change soon enough. More choices. Open. We'll put this in here, and there's something spoiled. It says, I don't know if it's actually spoiled or just empty. Yep. Oh, he's cooking. We can't do that. Okay, I'll be back as soon as I figure out what's going on, because they seem to be all stuck and not doing what I want them to do. Well, Cody didn't want to have a bath, so he has a little bit of a don't want to. Don't give me orders. But he really needed a bath, and he also needed the attention. So the hygiene luckily is getting there. And is Christian, how's he didn't get his bath. Oh my goodness. What is with this? Can you do what I asked you to do? Give Christian, don't check the toddler, give Christian a bath. I thought that she had done what I asked her to do. So I'm gonna have to micromanage and watch her and make sure she actually does it. Though she could have done the bath here. I'm gonna cancel that. Give bath Christian. And let's hope my canceling it doesn't mess it up. Because it would be nice if she actually did give the bath in the right place. Okay, she's gonna wander around across the house. So he is probably splashed, soaked from the toddler. Yeah, that's what that is. So he's still angry. He should go potty. There's one right there. Go potty. Keep that up. Keep that low. And then let's go chat with Daddy. Talk so we can get our communication up one more level. And keep our... No, I don't want up. Oh, I could have talked about favorite color. There. I'm not sure how much it's going to take to get this. We don't really need to potty train. Why would we invite to potty train? We've maxed it. Talk. Oh, is our little... He's happy. Why don't we talk to Mom? Why don't we talk about favorite color? Talk. And then maybe just ask for a story. There. They're all just standing around not doing what they're supposed to do. Oh, it's because he's taking a while. He's there. He's at least right by his mom. Whereas he had to come over to talk to. And he's only level 2 of the movement skill. find the only thing that they don't get angry using and tired of is the tablet. All the other things, if they do too much of it, they get like sad because they've done it too long, angry because they've done it too long, all that stuff. Oh, he's at level 3. Excellent. Can we snuggle? And he needs some imagination. Can he get a book? Look at book. Rex Trex. And he actually wants to look at a book. And he wants to watch Jeremy. So he's got to... He needs to work on his thinking and his movement. But I just thought we were so close on the communication that we would do that. I'm going to get rid of that. I want to do the snuggle. See how that is? They're such a cuties. Oh. What was that? Oh, he's watching romantic comedy. And he's boosting his flirty, which is strange. So, we are going to have you write a romance, is what I'm going to do. Since you're flirty, write a romance. I mean, he can write it no matter what. He doesn't need to. Now he's inspired. But because he is, I think it's expressionistic, whatever the thing is that you get. What's he doing? No, you're not going to pick him up. Leave him alone. And who's painting? Body language. Okay, you can resume this painting from before. And you, young man, why don't you go ask for help? Why don't you... Oh, that's not who I want it to be. I'm looking for the nanny if the nanny hasn't left. Has the nanny left? No, he has not. Why don't you say shape help with the nanny? Because we're not actually paying him because we have free services and he has to go to the potty. Go potty. After. And I think Juliet's probably not doing anything of any use whatsoever, so we're going to have her go cloud gaze. That's a scrapping of the painting. I'm going to have her go sell this painting because it wasn't worth very much. Did the gardener even come today? Because the garden's not looking very good. I really don't want to have to hire the butler again. But the gardener doesn't send... Of course, now it's Friday, so I think tomorrow we might just try and hire the butler for the day so that he can hopefully tend the garden and then he can leave. We don't need him here. But that's the benefit of the butler, is you can actually just hire them for a short time. So I think this part's probably gone on long enough. It was a very heavily looking after toddlers, and I'm gonna let him go have a nap. If that worked, if that took. Oh, Eden did a masterpiece. Hopefully it's worth something. Let's just go quickly check before we leave. It is worth, oh, it's over my 2,000 limit. So that will go into, and it's the weekend, so I'm going to have Jeremy go do a street sale tomorrow so that we can sell some of all the paintings we have in our inventory, which of course will increase our value. We did a check-in last time and it would be, the value of them would be in that value, but the fact is we mark them up at 100% if I remember correctly, so we will get double their value when we actually sell them, as opposed to having them sit in our inventory. Plus, we don't want them sitting in our inventory come Monday morning because they will increase our bills, because that is something that will be coming up, is bills, of course. And we'll have to sell all the whirly flower frogs before then so that we don't have them in our inventory either for our bills. But that's it for this part. Thanks very much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye! If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you like the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks very much.